Buhari that time was also there ruling us. All they knew was to fight anyway. They did their own. And then the military, the Obasanjo gave it back to the military, to the civilians.
Civilians, yeah.
And they got there to continue with where they left it.
That was 1979.
So it is still eating merriment, not thinking how this nation can move forward. And then the oil came.
The oil boom.
Oil boom. The oil boom, I will say it's a curse.
Oh, you mean it's not a blessing, it's a curse?
It's not a blessing.
Because in Saudi Arabia and Qatar and some other countries,
it's a blessing.
Yes.
But here in Nigeria, curse ni o. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi wá sílẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ bá ṣe wà, bóyá àbá tún better. Owó yẹn wá dé, ó kàn dé. Lójijì. Then wọ́n rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa rí lọ láéláé. We find out that in wisdom and knowledge, we have wisdom, but knowledge is lacking. We have wisdom of stealing, wisdom of bringing good thing down until it's finished. They will open it again, then we will start eating that until
it finishes.
We don't have knowledge of reproducing. We don't have knowledge of keeping what we have. And the imams and pastors praying for the politicians, and the herbalists praying for the the politicians, also have lost wisdom and knowledge. They only have mouth to eat.
Well, it's another very wonderful, lovely moment in the atmosphere of God and under the good times that God has ascertained for us. We thank God. It's just 8 days after Nigeria's 61st birthday anniversary, a nation that has sailed through a lot of challenges in the last 61 years, in the good times, in the bad times, and because we believe God rules in the affairs of men, especially through the Church of God in Nigeria, we have decided to come back to relate with one of the respected voices of the gospel in Nigeria, a woman whose apostolic faith is very rare, and a woman who gave her life to the service of God when a lot of people were running away. We believe that she is highly synonymous to the independence of this country. She's one of those we can rely on when it comes to saying the truth to the church in times like this. And because we wanted to come to talk to her during the 61st anniversary of this country, but she was a bit busy. And today, Friday 8th of October, year 2021, we find ourselves in the ambience of the first female bishop in Africa, a woman of God, the founder, Power Pentecostal Church in Okota area of Lagos, and one of the most respected evangelists of Jesus Christ in Nigeria, West Africa, and around the world, Bishop MARGARET BOLA ODELEKE. We want to thank her aid. We want to thank everybody around her for giving us another chance to speak with her, especially as regards the position of the children of God and the position of the church in a sliding democracy. This is a national State of the Nation interview with Bishop Bola Odeleke, and we want to thank you, man, for giving us a chance again and creating a time out of your very busy schedule. We know it has not been easy to run a church and to go from parish to parish and to raise a lot of people. But let's start by asking you, man, that when you heard that Nigeria is 61 last Friday, how did it come to you as a child of God and as a leader of men and as one of the mothers of this nation? How did it meet you, and why, can we say you are happy? And can you say we're in a better state? Can we say we've been able to get to the level that God wants us to be, especially with countries, contemporary countries like Indonesia and some other countries like Ghana that we took independence almost the same time?
We thank God for Nigeria.
Thank you, Lord.
When they say Nigeria is 61 years, now 61 and 5 days or so.
Yes, ma'am.
I remember 1960. I was in primary 5. And we did independence where we carry flag and one cup. They gave us cup. They wrote independence on it. We are dancing. We are very happy.
In those days,
we don't know we are getting what we are getting into. We were happy. Yeah, let the Oyinbos go. I was in St. John's Primary School in Loro. And
that's in Ilesha. Okay, in Ilesha, okay. My
mother is from Ilesha. So, and then we had dance. Then they made me the Miss Independence.
Miss Independence in those days. You have taken brand independence.
I was just 10 years old.
Can you imagine?
So, and we're all happy that even though children, we don't understand what is going on. What we understand that time is
was the merriment.
The merriment, we are dancing on. But as time goes on, we find out that Nigeria, even at 60 or 61, is just like a new baby. We don't know what we are doing. At the beginning, the first 5-10 years of the independence along the line, things were going fine. The Awolowo and everybody, they were ready to develop Nigeria, saying that the white should go. And school was free.
Yes, education was free.
Free.
Yeah.
Education free.
Health
free. It was palatable. But as time goes on, I don't know what happened. The army took over. I belong to army.
Yes, and your constituency.
That's my constituency till today. Third course officers' wives.
Yes.
We still have a group that we are
peer pressure group.
That we are, seeing each other, this and that. And nobody knows what is going on. We were eating. Merriment everywhere. Even the soldiers, the army that took over, they took over not knowing what is there. They don't know anything about politics. What they knew was to shoot.
Yes.
Take over. That's what they know. So we were there. So and they asked them to come administer the country. People at that time did well. That's what we will say. They did well because they did what their brain could carry them. Yeah. But it's still the civilians that were controlling Nigeria.
The palm sex,
the palm sex and everything.
On the ground.
My husband was made the Minister for Trade and Affairs. They didn't know what to do with that. All of them like that. It's the DG that are working. The permanent secretary that time.
The Director General.
So it's still the same thing. It's like you're giving a small baby to a small baby. That's what really happened that time. We are carrying it like that, and decree upon decree of that Babangida, very good man. Decree upon decree.
Decree upon decree during the military rule.
During the military rule.
I think it started from General Agbara Olorun Kii down to
Obasanjo.
Yes, Obasanjo, Muritala. Then we have Buhari.
Everybody.
Then down to IBB.
They will get there, try to do it as they are doing in the army. Buhari that time was also there, ruling us. All they knew was to fight anyway. They did their own. And then the military, the Obasanjo gave it back to the military, to the civilians.
Civilians, yeah.
And they got there to continue with where they left it.
That was 1979.
So it is still eating merriment, not thinking how this nation can move forward. And then the oil came.
The oil boom.
Oil boom. The oil boom, I will say it's a curse.
Oh, you mean it's not a blessing, it's a curse?
It's not a blessing.
Because in Saudi Arabia and Qatar and some other countries,
it's a blessing.
Yes.
But here in Nigeria, curse ni o. Tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi wá sílẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ bá ṣe wà, bóyá àbá tún bẹ́tà. Owó yẹn wá dé, ó kàn dé. Lójijì. Then wọ́n rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa rí lọ láéláé. And it's nothing, everything has limits.
I think it was General Yakubu Gowon that said that we have enough money, we don't know what to do. So the next thing he was doing Udoji Award, and he was giving an award to the Palm Sec and some other people that he felt they have been working super.
Because you don't know what to do with the money.
Only for him to travel to Uganda, to Kampala for UN meeting, and they took over the government from him, and he was stranded during the meeting. He went to meet Idi Amin. Idi Amin said, well, go and sit down, you're still the president, but your boys are taking over in Nigeria. So I think a lot of problems started from there.
ìṣòro Nigeria. I sat down on that day that they say 61, and I said, what we should do as it is to go back to prayers.
Go back to prayers.
Because if you have a child, when I got to church that day, and I asked people that are 60 and above, 60 years and above.
In the church?
In the church.
In your church, can you imagine? 60 above.
Them,
a critical question.
Who are 60 years and above? They stood up. I said, old people, why are you not crawling? You're supposed to be crawling, you know.
That's a beautiful analogy.
Or teach you of how to walk. They said, no, don't call Jesus. That is exactly where we are. If you look at the problem, we see that two people are behind Nigeria problems. Two groups of people. Politicians and the church.
The political class and the clergy.
And the clergy.
Okay.
But when you say clergy, Alaji included, Muslims included. We carry Bible and Quran to spoil Nigeria. And the politicians are there also. They use their character, their way of living to destroy Nigeria. I will explain myself.
Because I was wondering, because a lot of people have illustrated this fact, but I want you to go deeper, ma.
I will explain myself.
Okay, ma.
Isaiah 33:6 says, wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of your times.
Wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of your time.
And the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord, is his treasure. Now, we find out that in wisdom and knowledge, we have wisdom, but knowledge is lacking. We have wisdom of stealing, wisdom of bringing good thing down until it's finished. They will open it again, then we will start eating that until
it finishes.
It finishes.
Okay. Oh, now wow.
We don't have knowledge of reproducing. We don't have knowledge of keeping what we have. And the imams and pastors praying for the politicians, and the Agbalists praying for the television, the politicians also have lost wisdom and knowledge. They only have mouth to eat.
Mouth to consume. Okay.
To consume. So even if they know the truth, they are not ready to tell them the truth. And they will not go to prophets that will tell them. These people they are wise in their own wisdom. They don't go to pastors that will tell them the truth, prophet that will tell the truth.
They go to the one that will pamper them.
That minister has come, they will pamper them, pastor can come, and then tell them to do more.
Okay.
And then they carry on to do
more damages.
Do more damages.
I'm so afraid of what you just said, man. Really, I'm because it's quite unfortunate. Can you imagine? They have wisdom of consumption, not that of productivity.
No, it's not. We don't have it. And the only way we can stabilize the Nigeria today is going back to God. Have wisdom of going back to God.
Wisdom of going back to God.
Wisdom of going. They want to go back to God, but they go to where? They just pamper them. And then when they talk, this, Baba, this is what I want. This. That one will not tell them the real thing, so that they will not, if they go, they will give him money now.
So that his envelope will not be withheld.
If you talk too much, they The envelope, they keep it there. And they say, Papa, we see you again. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ń tá jẹ tá mọ ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ló wà.
Ohun tá máa jẹ tá máa ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ló wà.
Ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ló wà. Mo ti mọ̀ yẹn tipẹ́tipẹ́. Tí mo bá ti dúró sí tí Ọlọ́run wí, kò jẹ́ kí ìyà jẹ mí rí. Tí n bá ti lè dúró tí ohun tí Olúwa wí, can come in. Tí mo dúró tí Olúwa wí.
As a child of covenant.
As a child of covenant. Òun náà dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bá iṣẹ́ lọ́nà ayé mi.
A dá yín lóhùn.
A dá mi lóhùn. Nǹkan tí mo béèrè á dáhùn. Ààbò ni, iṣẹ́ ìyanu ni, owó ni, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wá níbi tí mi ò ní ìrètí. Ṣiṣẹ́ gbowó. Ṣèbí tẹ̀ bá ṣiṣẹ́ fún mi, mò ń sanwó oṣù fún.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà.
Mò ń sọ wí jẹ́ kí owó àyà ní ẹnìkan kó jẹ níyà. Kí lọ́lọ́run ṣe jẹ́ kí mo ṣiṣẹ́ fún kò ní sanwó. Bá ṣiṣẹ́ fún á sanwó, ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ara mi, ó yá kára mi máa sanwó yẹn. Kára mi máa sanwó yẹn. So Ọlọ́run kò jẹ̀bi ẹnì kankan. Àwa ni ká múra sí tí Ọlọ́run pè wá sí àti bá nǹkan jẹ́jẹ́ jìnnàjìnnà. Tí Ọlọ́run kan ṣáà wà fún orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ọlọ́run ló dá ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ọ́mọ̀, ó gba àwọn òyìnbó láàyè, wọ́n dà wá pọ̀, wọ́n pè wá ní Nàìjíríà. So ó dẹ̀ ṣe pè wá ní Nàìjíríà, àwa náà gbà.
Bí Nàìjíríà ni wá.
Nàìjíríà ni wá. So Ọlọ́run rí gbogbo ẹ̀. Ó mọ̀dí bí ó ṣe ṣe ní Yorùbá, Ìgbò wọn náà gba tiẹ̀. Bóyá kì í bá ti dáa tó yìí, bóyá ìbá tó dáa jù lọ.
Ẹ jẹ́ ń fi Yorùbá béèrè question yìí lọ́wọ́ yẹn, jẹ́ ká sáyé padà sẹ́yìn pé nísìn táwọn àjàjàngbara kan sọ wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ lọ́tọ̀. Irú àwọn Professor Banji Akintoye, Professor of History, wọ́n ń ja ìjà lọ́wọ́ pé Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ pé ìyà ti jẹ wájú, pé ní òkè lọ́hùn yẹn àwọn tó ń gba ipò jù ní àwọn ará òkè ọya lọ́hùn, àwọn Fúlàní ló ń gba gbogbo ipò tó níláárí jù, àti Inspector General o, àti DGSSS o, àti Chief of Army Staff ni o, àti Immigration ni o, àti Custom ni o. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ lọ. Then àtúwọ́n ara àwọn èèyàn bíi Sunday Igboho náà tó tún wá jẹ́ the military aspect, military tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní a gbọ́dọ̀ jà ìjà iṣẹ́, wọ́n pa yẹn ó bẹ̀t, wọ́n ṣàǹsọ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n àwa ń wo nǹkan tí Lugard sọ. Wọ́n ní Lugard sọ pé tí ẹ bá gbé pọ̀ fún 100 years, for 100 ọdún, tí kò bá dáa tó ẹ lè lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. A dẹ̀ rí pé 100 ọdún yẹn pé ní 2014, in fact December 31st 2013 là pé bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé a fẹ́ ẹja bèrè gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá wa tó yẹ pé ọkọ yín náà ó jẹ́ kan náà tó ń ṣèlú yìí ní ìgbà kan kọ́lọ́n tó pè wọ́n sọ́dọ̀, tó yẹ yín náà dé wá jẹ́ ìyá ìgbàgbọ́, tẹ jẹ́ kan náà àwọn gbòógì nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbàgbọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè. Ṣé fẹ́ sọ pé nǹkan táwọn Ìgbòho àti Banji Akintoye àtàwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú ìjàjàgbara Yorùbá ń sọ ṣe irọ́ ni?
Àti Kanu fún Ìgbò.
Àti Kanu fún IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu tó mú mọ́lẹ̀ tó wà lẹ́wọ̀n báyìí, àti Chief Ìgbòho náà tó yẹ pé wọ́n há síkú tọ́nu sìn. Ṣé nǹkan sọ yẹn ṣé irọ́ ni? Ṣé ìyà yẹn jẹ wá lóòtítọ́ àbí ìyà yẹn ò jẹ wá?
Ìyà yẹn ń jẹ wá.